matchup with the New York Giants.
Turn to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Throwing Jones. That's complete to John Ross. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On first down, Fields.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry now for David Montgomery. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
They snap it to Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Gary Jackson. What a start defensively. I mean, your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Bears nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Mike 54. Mike
Play action. It's Fields.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Fielded at the 20. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Robinson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by DJ Reed.
The 20. Powering his way forward. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Returning it, John Ross.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 37.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On play action, Fields.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And just shutting him off there. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jones throwing on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. A beautiful spin and room to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Jones on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. Trying to improvise. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. A final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
Read option. Here's Montgomery.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Keon Crossan.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Giants 28, Bears 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught by Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7.
At the 49.
You got tight right there. Check safety, check safety.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. From the 50, here's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing after the interception, Fields. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Fields on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Darnay Holmes able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A throw left side taken in by Komet. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Chicago. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Now Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
I got him. 43's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw here to his running back. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
43's the mic. Silver.
From the 27, Jones. Barkley a first down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Ross. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
What's left? What's left? Let's go, tight end.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to